Hey there, I'm Sina, and this is my interpretation of Barbie if she was an assassin. And you might ask, why would I paint her as an assassin? Why would she be a fighter? Because I'm obsessed with them, especially in like video games. I have always been obsessed with the female fighter characters, like in Mortal Kombat, like in Samurai Warriors, or in Street Fighter, which I guess has the most iconic female fighter of all time, who is Chun-Li. She's the one with the kicks. Love them, love all of them. Specifically, I love Sindel from Mortal Kombat. I love No and Nene from Samurai Warriors. And I can't play them. I'm horrible at gaming. I'm so bad. I am gutter. But I love watching like gameplays. I was obsessed with that growing up. I always liked watching my friends play video games. I would never compete with them. Oh my god. I would always lose. So I just decided that, you know what, I'm gonna watch. I'm good. So now that I don't have any friends or anyone around who can play video games, I just watch them online. I watch it on YouTube a lot. I love watching Mortal Kombat or like even like not necessarily fighting games. I love The Binding of Isaac. It's like a roguelike. It's not really like that action fight game, but yeah, I just love watching gameplays in general. So I was just wondering what would Barbie look like if she was a fighter, and I decided that giving her a purse with a chain blade band. That's pretty iconic. I love that. And it's hyper feminine. It's very Paris Hilton of her. Of course, at the end, I decided to put some blades on her ankles, on her biceps, because, just one purse, I don't think it's enough. And also, in terms of Barbie, because I just noticed that I did not talk about Barbie whatsoever. My main inspiration for this was the first, like, original Barbie. I say original, I use that term loosely because she was inspired by Bill Lilly, like the German comic strip character, which is iconic. But my inspiration for this was the 1959 Barbie with poodle bangs and the ponytail. She's wearing like a swimsuit with stripes and she has a mean look. If you look at her face, she's like pissed. She's not even looking at you, like she's looking away, like downwards almost. I'm assuming to show off her eyeliner, I guess, but it's very glamorous. Also, like, if a Barbie's gonna pick a fight with you, she's the one. Hello? Have you seen her? She's mean. And as you can see, it's taking quite some time for me to finish this sketch, this first sketch, and I'm gonna edit it quite a lot. This video is I'm gonna do my best to shrink it down, and I'm not sure how successful that's gonna be. I think it's gonna end up long. And obviously, I speeded up this video, and also I straight up just cut out some bits and pieces of it because some parts, like waiting for it to save the changes or just ideas that I didn't end up using, I deleted them because it's already very long. So as you can tell from the outfit that I'm drawing on, I wanted to give her like the pointy chest, like the pointy bra look, like the bullet bras of the 50s, because it was big back then. I know it's very polarizing. No one likes them. I think everyone hates them. I think the pointy bra and it looks great with a tiny waist, of course, which is very unattainable. That's why everyone hates it. But this is a painting, this is a art, so it can be as unrealistic as it can be. So I kind of toned it down, like the pointiness of the breast. It's not that pointy in the end result. And as you can see, like this pointy thing at the end of the bodice, I didn't like that. I ended up changing it. I gave it a peplum. I decided to stay true to the 50s aesthetic. I mean, I say stay true, not really. I'm inspired by it, But I'm not gonna put like a fighter in a 50s like day look, obviously. And also, speaking of the 1959 Barbie, I decided to keep her stripes. I think it was very important. I didn't want to get rid of that. And here we're sketching the face. As you can see, I started pretty rough and like I started almost with just the eyeliner because it's the first thing you notice on the doll's face, but I just changed it up so much. I don't even know if she has an eyeliner at the end, like result. She has a heavy, like, eyeshadow. I didn't tone that down one bit. She was wearing a lot of makeup, honestly. She is, at the end result, she is painted. One more thing that is very polarizing about the doll is the poodle bang. I noticed a lot of people hate them, like the curly little tight curls in the bangs. I like them. I think it can look elegant. It can look sleek, of course, on the doll. The doll, by the way, she has a massive forehead, by the way, which is an obvious copy of Build Lily. She has a huge, big forehead, but she doesn't have the poodle bangs. She has like one sleek curl that is wet looking and it's just straight up painted on her forehead. So I didn't really give this one a big forehead. Her forehead is covered by the bangs, and I was very ambitious actually because the ends of her ponytail, they were also very big. I toned them down because it was a lot. I decided to go a little bit subtle for that because it made the silhouette look better. Okay, so the legs are too long and I'm gonna shorten them. I'm gonna make them look more realistic, and also I'm gonna buff them up because um, I don't want to make her like Chun-Li buffed. She has huge muscular legs. They're gorgeous, honestly. They are like a big visual iconic thing about her. Okay, so painting the chain, like the blade chain band of the purse, was actually very hard because I was kind of dumb about it. I just painted them individually, which is insane. I should have just painted one and copied it over and over again and then change it up a little bit for each one individually. I don't know. I love painting weapons, but I don't have that much experience painting weapons. But I assure you, this is probably not my last time. I'm obsessed with like glamorous, unrealistic weapons in games. If you have played Samurai Warriors, there's this character called Nene. She is, I don't know, like an 18-year-old girl. She looks 12, but I don't know. In the game lore, she might be 18, 20, I don't know. But she has this blade, huge blade. She has two actually, that she just throws them around. A lot like Kitana from Mortal Kombat, but except it's not fan. It's not a fan, it's a huge blade. And she throws them around and they're insanely unrealistic. Like it's so unreal. I'm obsessed with her. She's the character that I always played. It just doesn't make sense, but it's beautiful. You want to look at it. I love Nene. And I was kind of inspired by that. Like blades that you throw around. It looks very glamorous. And also this one literally is a purse. What's not to love? Okay, so now you might think I'm insane. You might think, what is this sausage of a skin color? But I mean, when I hear Barbie, I just hear, I don't know, LA. Almost like veiny people who are always tanned. They look orange. And when I said LA, I mean, it's not necessarily only LA. Like British people always look orange. I think it's very iconic and I love that. I wish I was tan. I am very pale. I am very, I am like toothpaste. So I decided to give her like orangey skin color. And also, oh my god, I love it when the hair is so blonde that it's significantly lighter than the skin. I just love that. That is Paris Hilton. That is, I don't know, maybe Anna Nicole Smith. It is Christina Aguilera. It is also, it's not necessarily even new. Orange celebrities, they have been around since the 30s, 1930s. And also, like in the 50s, Elizabeth Taylor, she's always tan. I mean, she's not necessarily blonde, she's brunette, but if you look at the pictures of her, she's so tan and it looks great on her. And she has those blue eyes that everyone says is violet. Whatever, okay, I'm on a tangent. But yeah, just the blonde hair on orange skin, tan skin. I love it so much. Okay, now you might say, okay, you're just fangirling over orange skin and then you're covering her legs. And that is true because my idea is to give her like metallic tights, like very shiny, very PVC latexy tights, and I wanted to match them with sleeve pieces. I didn't want to give her gloves. I want a lot of skin showing, and this is something that you see in a lot of video games also. The designers want the female characters to show skin, but also they have to have sleeves. Especially in like Japanese video games where like they wear cultural garments, elegant garments that should have sleeves, but also like the character should be a little bit more, I don't know, risque. I don't know, maybe. So they give them bare shoulders and the sleeves start from the bicep. Sindel has that in the MK11. She has tiny little sleeves. She looks very witchy, which I love. And now, maybe my favorite part of any painting is just painting a portrait. And I'm not only painting a portrait, but I'm also giving her makeup. It's like painting in a painting, and I love that. Oh my god, I love it. Her face, like right now, her face looks like she's from 80s. Like, she looks so powdered. I don't know if it makes sense or not, but her face looks like it has a lot of powder on it. It's very 80s to me. I'm gonna change it up, but honestly, I love this look. Okay, I am highlighting the chest, highlighting the shoulders, the cheeks. It's such a pleasure of mine doing this and also putting blush on top of it. Also, oh my god, this is a huge thing. It's very polarizing when people put blush on like on like shoulders, on ankles, on knees, on I don't know, neck. Some people absolutely die for it. They love it. But a lot of people also despise it. I don't know why. I mean, I guess it's such a straightforward pick me thing. Like, if you want to make a character cute or likable, you put blush all over them. I don't know. I try not to overdo it. I think I do it more than enough, I think, but I also don't want it to be, I don't want people to be disgusted by it. That's all I'm gonna say. Speaking of polarizing things, one more thing that a lot of people just hate, and I do not know why, is painting shadows with purple. I don't understand why people hate it so much. It's logic. It makes sense because light, like the main source of light in our planet, is the sun and it is yellow. So naturally, the shadow is going to be purple. I mean, it's gonna appear as purple. I don't understand why people just love to hate these things, and I cannot keep up. So I just do it purple, and by the way, I tone it down. I know this is looking insane. It looks grayish and I don't like the look. But some people specifically go for that look and I think it's okay. Like, please don't don't come for people's art. Oh my god, like art in general is flop, at least for me, because it doesn't make money for me. So I just do it because I like it. So I don't know, don't come for it. I mean, go drag like the doctors. They make a lot of money, and I know that they have worked hard, they have studied a lot, but I don't care. Please don't come for artists. And here come the stripes. I love stripes. I wear them. I intend to wear more of it because it is Jean Paul Gaultier, because it is elegant. It has a French vibe also. Like, isn't it the uniform of the French Navy? I don't know. It looks chic. I mean, obviously, when it's done well, and here I am attempting to do it well. My intention for this was to go for a matte slash shiny pink with the stripes, but I changed it and made it pink with black. Which, I mean, I try to not go for black every time because it's such a easy thing. Like, black makes everything look better and it's not the most creative thing. With every artwork, I just try to shy away from it, from black, all black, or using black with another color. It's just, I think it's such a easy no-brainer thing. Sometimes it can be challenging. I mean, I'm not gonna just assume things. But I obviously kept the stripes to remain to Barbie's roots, which is the stripy swimsuit. I also added these fur balls to her shoes and her arms because I think it goes with her poodle bangs. It's a showgirl thing, and I wanted to put blades, as in like hidden blades, in the fur ball. Maybe like it's her strategy in fighting. And I wanted the furs to make sense. I didn't want them to be out of place. So I gave her purse a fur handle. Right now, maybe it looks insane. Maybe right now it looks gross and cheap. But in the end, I love the fur. I hope you do too. This was when I realized that, okay, I'm also using black in this project because initially my idea was to have a silver pink color palette. I wanted it to be very pastel-y, girly Barbie, but I just went for black. It made my job easier. It wasn't easy by any means, by the way. It took me a long time to paint these tights. I just wonder how much longer would it be if I went for the silver pink look to make that shiny. I don't know, I'm just very slow, that's the word. As you can see, as I'm shading the hair, as I'm painting the hair, it looks darker and it looks dull. It doesn't look that blonde. It is almost honey blonde. I don't like it, to be honest, but I just kept shading it because this is digital and you can change everything easily. I mean, when I say everything, I mean the color. You can change the saturation, the hue, and I did, and I ended up loving the hair. And okay, before anyone says anything, I know that my inspiration for this was the 50s Barbie and also somewhat the 50s aesthetic in general. I know that the hair is not 50s whatsoever. It is too long. It is extremely long for the 50s. And that is something that annoys the hell out of me. Like in the movies or in the photo shoots, in anything, when people try to go for the 50s look, their hair is too long. It bothers me a lot. And also, I'm sure you have seen it too. Like everyone, every single person from each country just loves to do the Marilyn Monroe look, like the diamonds are a girl's best friend, the pink dress with a big bow in the back and the bracelets and the diamonds on her. Every single one of them, the hair is too long. And it's so annoying. And also, okay, I get it, like you're not gonna cut your hair for a project, but there are wigs. You could cut a wig. It's no big deal, sweetie. So that's a pet peeve of mine, and maybe I'm not qualified to say that because I myself have gotten the hair wrong. So I don't know how much qualified I am to have this pet peeve, but I just do. And also, this is like a fighter, like a female fighter from a video game, ideally. I'm not gonna give her like Queen Elizabeth II hair. I'm sorry, this is offensive, but I'm not gonna give her grandma hair. And I'm aware that 50s hair is not grandma, it's very beautiful and it can be very elegant. But like, I think this hair is here. I just like it more. And it's also a little bit 60s, like with the flip at the ends, and it's kind of Y2K as well. As you can see, I gave her bodice peplum, and I love it so much. Oh my god, it is beautiful. And also, I tried to give it pockets too, but to be honest, I didn't work on them as much as I should have, because it made it too busy. I didn't want it to be too busy because like it has the stripes and also it is very ruffly. The peplum is ruffly. It has curves. I don't know the exact term because sadly I'm not a tailor. I wish I was, but I'm not. And also I don't know if you can see, but there's a tiny skirt under there. I kept it because it contrasts with the shiny tights. I'm gonna give it like a matte texture, like a knit texture. Like, you know what I mean. Have you seen like the Chanel suits? They have this beautiful, gorgeous texture. And I think the contrast that it creates against the shiny tights is gorgeous. It gives her outfit like texture variety. And here we go. This is a little cheat that I do. I always have a lot of guilt doing this. I feel very guilty. I feel like I should paint the texture all the time. I just feel like I have to do it. And each time that I'm using a texture to put on my painting, I have a lot of guilt. I don't know, I just do. Because when I was in art school, when I was in university, I had to do everything physically, like with my hands, with oil color or whatever. And here it just is so easy that I feel like I am doing something wrong. But the final result is so beautiful that I can cope with the guilt. You know what I mean? But remember, when you're doing this, try to like move the layer around to prevent it from looking so flat. You know, if you're gonna cheat, do it well. Someone said that. Who said that? I think Glenn Close has said that in a movie, but I don't remember which one. It's a great line. Okay, so I'm doing this. I'm moving the texture layer around. It's not gonna look perfect because it's not custom painted for it, but it's gonna look good enough. Another tricky thing is that I don't want the black parts of the bodice to be in this texture because I want them to be shiny. So this was a little bit tricky trying to not have texture in those parts, but it was delightful nonetheless because I was just thinking about the final result and how it's gonna look gorgeous, and I was gaslighting myself and it worked. So great. I was happy. I'm very happy. And here it is. Oh my god, this is satisfying. This is so good. Putting highlights in there, it just pops. It makes everything come together. Oh my god, this is so satisfying to look at. Oh my god, please. I mean, listen, if this doesn't make you, I don't know, like the video or something. I don't know if, listen, when YouTubers say share this video, I always wonder, does anyone share any YouTube video unless it's extremely funny, unless it's a meme? I don't know, but maybe, I don't know, you can share this video. I would be extremely thankful because obviously I'm not gonna post any videos if there is no one here for it. You know what I mean? I need the smallest pieces of support that I can get. I'm very happy with them. Already, from now, before you do anything, I'm already thankful for you because you're watching it, and I mean it. I'm trying not to be cringe, but okay. Anyways, moving on. Okay, and here is the struggle bus that was the weapon. Oh my god, it drained me so much. Like when I was painting her outfit, it was hard, yes, but I loved it. I loved painting it because I think I'm better at that. The weapon, I think I just started at a wrong foot because I should have just painted one singular blade chain and copied it multiple times. If I did that, it would have been easier. This thing that I'm doing right now, it was a torture. It took me a long time to paint like a shiny metal and also paint shadows over it accordingly in a way that matches with the whole entire figure and her outfits. Oh my god, it was kind of a nightmare. I have noticed that when I'm painting a portrait in a painting, I have to do it in three levels, like three times, and I should like paint it once and then some time should pass. Like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't work on the face for 2 hours, 2 days, I don't know, 2 weeks. And after that, I can see every single flaw clearly and then I can fix it, and then it looks great. And in this painting, I did the portrait, I changed it, I guess, 3 times. And to be honest, I mean, not to toot my own horn, I relatively finished this painting very quickly. Because Some paintings of mine have been in the process for like months. Okay, I'm very slow. This one, I think I finished it in less than a week. For me, it is great. Like, I am very slow and very perfectionist. I mean, I'm not saying this is perfect by no means. I think time just helps. If you hate your painting, if you hate something about your art, just don't look at it for a while. And when you come back, you're gonna see what's wrong with it and you can fix it. It's very healthy. I always say that about anything. Like, time puts a lot of things into perspective. You can fix a lot of things by just giving them time, putting time into it. In this case, what I mean is just straight up don't paint. That's an advice from a lazy person that I am. One thing that I love to do when I'm painting skin is put a little bit of texture at the highlights because it looks like the skin is glowing under the light, and it also just elevates it. It feels like it is real skin. It looks like it has healthy glow. And also, I put it under the eyes too, which is kind of funny because who wants texture under their eyes, like in their face, period? Like, no one wants texture. But in painting, I think if you don't have any texture in the face, it looks so dull. And I hate that. That's another pet peeve of mine. Like, when there's no variety of texture whatsoever in the paintings and it looks flat. Sometimes it looks beautiful. I mean, obviously, not in every art, but yeah, I think it looks better with a little bit of texture. This part is one of the most important parts of this video, of this painting, and it just shifted the whole thing. Like, it not only is it satisfying, it's kind of game changing, and also it gave me a huge motivation to finish the painting faster. Just look how gorgeous she looks with that blonde. Like, what the hell was that dull ochre brown? It wasn't blonde. It was horrible. Oh my god. This looks gorgeous. I mean, to be fair, it looks a little bit too gray, too desaturated, but I'm gonna fix it later on. It's gonna look a little bit more blonde, a bit warmer. Ironically, in the movie, Ryan Gosling has better hair. He has platinum blonde hair with no roots, and then Margot Robbie has roots? What? Why is that? I mean, to be fair, I haven't watched the movie because I live in a horrible country and I don't have access to it yet. So I'm just wondering, why does Margot Robbie have dark roots in the movie? I wish she had fully platinum blonde hair like Ken did, but whatever, what do I know? Maybe they wanted her roots to match her eyebrows, but then again, Ken didn't have blonde eyebrows. I don't know. And speaking of brows, I'm gonna make them lighter. And there we go again. I'm using these pictures as texture references, and I feel very guilty. I just can't help it. I feel like I'm cheating in real life. Even though this painting is just a painting and it was not a commission, it's just something that I did for myself, but I do feel like I'm doing something wrong. But then again, the result is so good that I can cope with the guilt. So everything works out. And here I'm working on the purse, and I'm gonna be honest, it looks a lot better than I thought it was gonna look because I actually didn't have a crystal clear idea for the purse. I knew it's gonna be kind of triangular, I knew it's gonna be skinny and long, and I just didn't know that I'm gonna end up liking it this much. I think it's the texture. The texture just elevates it so much. Another thing that I love about this purse is the tiny little Barbie profile logo. It looks cute. I wish I had this purse. I wish I had this weapon. I wish I had a job actually. I wish I was doing this project for I don't know, for something, for someone who would pay me. How about that? Everything else I do in this video after this is just doing the small details and finishing the small parts of it, like the little details. And If you watched the video up to this point, first of all, I do not believe it because I uploaded a video before this that has like 4 views and it's been up for a year. I just looked it up. It's embarrassing. So it's humiliating, but I mean, I don't have anything to lose. I guess wow, what a healthy mindset. But I do mean it. If you watched this video up to this point, I'm extremely thankful. I'm very humbled. I love you for spending your time with me. It means a lot. Really, it does. And I would love to know what you think. And also, I would love to hear who else would you like to see as a video game fighter. I know it's gonna take a lot of time for me to paint, but if I see anyone like this video, it's gonna motivate me to do that. It's gonna motivate me to paint a lot more, a lot faster, and just overall be more positive about my hobby. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.